The Best and Worst Dressed from the Emmys, a celebrity starts a modest clothing line, and the importance of presentable sleepwear. Welcome to 3 more articles on the subject of dress. Hi everyone, Jennifer here. Welcome back to the Daily Connoisseur. Today I have 3 more articles on dress for you, and I can't wait to share them with you. There's just so much to discuss, always. They never stop coming. And I appreciate everyone who sends me the articles, so please keep them coming because most of these articles come from the readers. Okay, I normally have this series sponsored here on the Daily Connoisseur, but today I don't have a sponsored video, but I wanted to share a company that I found that has this service that I think could benefit a lot of people. And so I normally have the meal kit delivery services like Home Chef. They've sponsored a bunch of my videos and they're great. I'm very grateful for them. However, some people don't use those because they have a large family or they prefer to shop locally and just other reasons like that. So I found this company called Eat at Home. They have these meal plans that you can get, and you can get a monthly plan or an annual plan. And it just works out to a few dollars each month for the annual plan. And oh my gosh, it's so cool. They give you grocery lists, absolutely everything you need to get. You get all of the recipes. They have 4 different plans. They have a no flour, no sugar meal plan. They have the slow cooker instant pot meal plan, which is amazing. I'm doing that one for this month in October. They have a traditional meal plan and a wholesome traditional. So if you get the annual plan, you get all of those meal plans, and it's just a huge value. The annual plan is normally $7 a month, but today and tomorrow they are having a 30% off discount, so it's even less than that. So it's just an awesome company, and I wanted to offer that as an alternative for people who like the idea of the meal kit, but they can't afford it, or they want to shop locally, or they have a big family. So I wanted to present that today, and I'm just going to leave the coupon code and the links down below. Okay, let's get into the articles on dress. I have my cup of tea and I hope that you do too. We're gonna start off with Cheat Sheet, and the Emmys was a few weeks ago actually, so this is a little bit late. But I wanted to go over the red carpet fashion because I do enjoy doing that. I had the idea that I might do that during award season this year. I never have any clue who the actors are or what they are in, but I do like looking at what they wear. Of course, there are many best and worst dress lists, but I liked Cheat Sheets the most, I think. So let's go through it now. Okay, it says the 2019 Emmy Awards red carpet, well, purple actually, came alive with all the stars turning up for the show that celebrates television. The fashion ranged from more conservative looks to those that took risks with flashy color and/or styling. Some celebs graced the red carpet in gold from head to toe, while others went with vibrant colors that really stood out in the crowd. We've rounded up some of the best and worst dressed of the night at the 2019 Emmys. So let's see if we agree with Cheat Sheet. Okay, so best dressed. They give Milo Ventimiglia here best dressed male, and he's wearing a tuxedo that is not traditional. And normally I'm the type of person who only likes the traditional tux. I only like the Cary Grant look, and I don't really like anything else. But I actually like this. I think he looks great. It's fresh and modern. And I think he looks fantastic. So I would agree with that. I think, you know, he looks wonderful. They give best dressed here to Rachel Brosnahan. And this is a very fashion forward dress. And it's nice, I like it. It has a nod to the 1930s, I think. You know, it's very glamorous. I like it. I don't know if that's my best dressed. In fact, I know it's not. Viola Davis, she always looks good. She was my best dressed when I did an Oscars one a while back. But she just always looks good, and she looks really good here, so that's not shocking to me. Charlie Barnett, the pattern tux. He looks good, but I don't know. I don't really like those star patterns, so that's just not for my taste. I do like the traditional tuxedo. Okay, here we go. This is my best dressed. Emily Hampshire. Look how beautiful she looks. This red color, her hair, she just looks like a Jane Austen heroine. I think that this dress is absolutely gorgeous. They have Julia Louis-Dreyfus as one of the best dressed, but for me that neckline is just too plunging. I think if it were a different neckline, I would really like this as well. Her earrings are pretty though. Okay, let's go to their worst dressed. And you know, let's just take this with a grain of salt. They're celebrities, they're on the red carpet, they know that they're going to be judged for their fashion choices, and when you wear something like this is James Van Der Beek, Dawson's Creek. No, I agree. This isn't my favorite look. You know, also, in addition to it being a salmon colored velvet tux, I don't think it fits very well. I don't know, it's not my favorite. It's certainly not my favorite. It's like the opposite of Cary Grant, that look. So I can agree with that. Okay, they also put Catherine Newton here with her yellow ensemble. I think she looks like she's having fun, and that's nice. Maybe it's the yellow color, too Big Bird or something, I don't know. Who is this? Dasha Polanco. I don't know who any of these people are, by the way. They had her here as worst dressed. You know, those sleeves are really big. I don't know. I don't want to say anything negative about that, but I'm just showing you who their worst dress was. And then they had Jenny McCarthy here. Yes, I would agree. This is just trying to mix grunge with, you know, with haute couture, and the two don't really go. It's like trying to casual something up that shouldn't be so casual with those boots and everything. So I don't know, but maybe that shows off her personality. Okay, their final worst dress, oh no, there's more. Okay, their next worst dress is Greta Lee, who went very green with her look. They said she had a bunchy and confusing top. Bonus points for the pockets though. I do like a dress with pockets. I think that her hair and makeup is very pretty. And you know, I agree that this is like a look of like slime. It looked like slime was dumped on her. Natasha Lyonne in this gold ensemble. I don't think this is too bad. I mean, I don't know. It's like a nod to the 1930s. Wow, they have a lot of worst dress. So are we gonna keep going here? Okay, this is the last one. Amy Poehler, the pantsuit. You know, I don't mind this that much. I don't know. I think they're being a bit harsh. I think that it's okay. And you know, it's not my best dress, but I think let's go back to my best dressed here. Emily Hampshire, gorgeous. She looks so beautiful. I love everything about that look. I think it's simply stunning. Of course, judging fashion is subjective, and people judge what I wear all the time, so I totally get it. You know, we don't all have the same taste. But I would love to know who you thought was best dressed and worst dressed at the Emmys. Okay, let's move on to the next article. So, celebrity actress Mayim Bialik, who is known for her role in Blossom when she was younger and also The Big Bang Theory, she started a modest clothing line called Kosher Casual. Now, I am a bit confused. I don't know if this is her line or she has aligned herself with the line, but it says, Mayim Bialik is making a big bang with her latest project. With The Big Bang Theory having aired its series finale in May, the actress is moving on to support businesses that align with her Jewish faith. The 43-year-old former child star was raised under Reform Judaism, but now identifies as a modern Orthodox Jewish. As outlined in a 2017 op-ed for the New York Times, which generated backlash for casting judgment on how women dress and act in the Me Too era, Bialik prefers more conservative attire. The Kosher Casual clothing line then appears to be a natural fit. In a Thursday Instagram post, the former Blossom star and mom of two raves about one of her favorite fashion brands. So I'm guessing that this is not her brand, but it's one of her favorites. So I think that that's right. Kosher Casual specializes in modest clothing, she says, wearing a baseball-style t-shirt with 3/4 length sleeves and a swishy skirt that falls just past her knees. But just because it's modest doesn't mean that it's not hip and modern and good quality. Bialik goes on to show off the brand's tunics, tops, and pencil skirts, offering fans a 15% discount and thanking the fashion line for being a part of my closet and my life. Okay, so yes, this, I don't think it's her line, but she is praising this modest fashion line. Okay, here's what I find interesting. So, you know, I'm a fan of modest dressing, and I know from being on YouTube that whenever you use the word modest, some people get offended by that word, which is so strange because it just describes a way of dressing. The opposite might be body conscious. So I used to be an actress in my 20s, and so many auditions for the dress, like you would look down to see what you had to wear, what you had to bring and everything, and the dress would always say body conscious. I hated that. I'm like, what does that mean? You know, you have to show like something tight, basically. You know, she's just saying that she likes to dress in a conservative and modest fashion, and I think that that's great. And most people seem to be applauding her with this, but then there's also a backlash too. So the thing about that is, it's funny with Hollywood celebrities, unless it's like if one of them steps out of line and says something different from the rest of them, then they kind of get ostracized and made fun of. So I don't know why she was getting judgment about this, but good for her. You know, it's very hard to find modest clothing lines, although there are many more out there because the demand is high. Women don't want to wear body conscious clothes every day. You know, some women do, that's fine for them, but others feel more comfortable covering up and they just feel happier that way. That's how I feel. So I think it's great. And I looked at the Kosher Casual website and I think they have some great casual clothes there. So it's just a nice antidote to the yoga pants culture, you know? Okay, and the final article is quite funny. So for the chic assignment this month, we are focusing on presentable sleepwear, and I'm hoping to get a sleepwear post for you out soon. But one of my readers sent me this, and it is of the actor Jason Donovan. It says, Jason Donovan tackles neighbor's fire in underpants. So Jason Donovan is that Australian actor. He was in the soap opera Neighbours. The sight of Jason Donovan in his underpants tackling a fire was certainly a surprise for one crew of firefighters. Officers called to Notting Hill, London, came across the Australian actor and singer tackling the fire with an extinguisher. Donovan, 51, who lives across the road, spotted the flames from his home. The London Fire Service quipped, "Everyone needs good neighbors." On social media, the artist posted his views on his firefighting attire. He said, "This is a good reason to always wear PJs to bed in case of emergencies, but much more importantly to have fire extinguishers at hand in the home." Watch manager Thomas Wolfe explained, "When we arrived, a gentleman was tackling the fire using a fire extinguisher. We took over from him and quickly dealt with the blaze. It soon transpired that it was Jason Donovan who noticed the fire from his property over the road." So basically he was sleeping, or in his pajamas, I guess you could say, which basically were his underwear. And, you know, good for him. He's a hero. He saw it and he acted. He didn't take time to put his robe on or anything because there's no time when there's a fire. So he went out and he fought the fire. But I thought I would bring this up because it is important for presentable sleepwear, not because you might have to put a fire out in the middle of the night, but because for many reasons. I think, you know, when you want to look presentable always, that also translates to your sleepwear. And it just becomes a way of life, you know, so we don't look presentable during the day and then we put on some ripped, you know, old horrible sweatpants like I used to wear, right, at nighttime. It just is not cohesive. So when you move toward the look presentable always philosophy, you also like to look presentable at night. Now this helps if there's an emergency in the middle of the night and you find yourself out in the street. I would not want to be in my underwear with all the neighbors and firefighters looking at me. He didn't seem to mind at all, so good for him. But this is just for the people who don't want to be in their underwear or something embarrassing if there is a fire or an earthquake or something like that. I thought that this was quite funny. So he fought the fire in his underwear. There you go. Okay, I hope that you enjoyed this latest installment of 3 articles on dress. Don't forget those eat-at-home meal plans. I will leave them down below. And thank you so much for joining me today on The Daily Connoisseur. I will see you in my next video. Bye!